wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Iksan Mahfudi from class 10 TKJ 2 number 32. In this video, I will explain to you about the part of a computer with their function. So let's start from a motherboard. A motherboard, also called mainboard, main circuit, or a MOBO, is the main printed circuit board in the general purpose computer and others expandable system. It holds and allows communication between many of the crucial electronic components of a system, such as the central processing unit and memory, and provides connector for other peripherals unlike a backplane. A motherboard usually contains significant subsystems, such as the central processor, the chipset input or output, and memory controller, interface connector, and other components integrated for general use. The motherboard has the joint function as a connection center between device installed on PC. The motherboard and its part can connect the coders that will function as performance on computer device. Processor, also called a central processing unit, is the electronic circuit that executes instruction comprising a computer program. The CPU performs basic arithmetic, logic, controlling, and input or output operation specified by instruction in the program. This contrasts with external components such as main memory and input or output (LRAV3), and specialized processor such as graphics processing unit. Let's see, it's a passive heat exchanger that transfers the generated by an electronic or a mechanical device to a fluid medium, often air of a liquid coolant, where it is dissipated away from the device. Therapy, allowing regulation of the device. Therapy with wing regulation of the device temperature in computer. Heatsinks are used to cool CPU, GPU, and some chipsets and RAM modules. Heatsinks are used with a program semiconductor device such as power transistor and laser and light emitting diodes, where the heat dissipation ability of the component itself is insufficient. The model is temperature. RAM access memory, or RAM, is a type of computer data storage. For RAM device makes it possible to access data in random order, which makes it's very fast to find a specific piece of information. Certain other types of storage are not. CD will read and write data rather mentioned order. The mechanical design this device prescribes that data in consecutive. This means that the time it takes to find a specific piece of information can vary greatly depending on where in location on the disk. HDD or hard disk drive is electromechanical data storage device that stores and retrieves digital data using magnetic storage and one or more rigid, rapidly rotating platter coated with magnetic material. The platter are paired with magnetic heads, usually arranged on a moving actuator arm, which reads and writes data to the platter surface. Data is accessed in random access manner, meaning that individual blocks of data can be stored and retrieved in any order. HDD are a type of non-volatile storage, retaining stored data even when power of modern HDD are typical in the form of small rectangular box. Power supply is an electrical device that supplies electronic power and electric load. The primary function of a power supply is to convert electric current from a source to the correct voltage, current, and frequency to power the lead. As a result, power supplies are sometimes referred to as electric power converter. Some power supplies are separate standalone pieces of equipment, while others are built into the load appliances that they power. Example of the latter including limiting the current drawn by the load to safe levels, Setting of a current by the latch to save levels. Setting of the current in the event of an electrical fault. Power conditioning to prevent electronic noise or voltage surges on the input from reaching the load. Power factor correction and storing energy so it can continue to power the load in the event of a temporary interruption in the source power. 7. Computer cache. Computer cache is the enclosure that contains most of the components of a personal computer, usually excluding the display, keyboard, and mouse. Caches are usually contractions from the steel, often SECC steel electro-galvanized roller coil, aluminum and plastic other materials such as glass, wood, assembly, and even Lego bricks have appraised in home-built cases. Computer keyboard. Computer keyboard is an input device that allows a person to enter letters, numbers, and other symbols. There's a collector into a computer. It is one of the most used input devices from a computer. Using a keyboard is often called typing. A keyboard contains many mechanical switches or push button called keys. When one of the thumbs are pushed, an electrical circuit is closed, and the keyboard sends a signal to computer. The style is what letter number of symbol it would like to be shown on the screen. Number 9. Mouse. Mouse is handheld pointing device that detects two-dimensional motion relative to surface. This motion is typically translated into the motion of the printer of a display, which allows of smooth control of the graphical user interface of a computer. Monitor. Monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial of text form. A monitor usually comprises a visual display, some circuitry, a casing, and a power supply. The display device in moderator monitor is typically a thin film transistor liquid crystal display, TFT LED. With LED backlighting, having relays cold voltage fluorescent lamp backlighting. Previous monitor using a coated ray tube and sound plasma, also called gas plasma. Display. Monitor are connection to the computer via VGA, digital visual interface. HDMI display port, USB C, low voltage differential signaling or other proprietary connection and signal. That's all and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.